Hey you guys, welcome back to Married to Film. Listen, here's part 3.
We were wrong for each other from day one.
Like this episode. Get off of him.
That's it. That's why you keep calling me back.
Uh-oh.
Because if you had made that mistake, it would just call into question all of your other decisions.
She was still your mother, Lee. I loved her.
I believe you. I just don't think she ever loved you.
I dropped by daycare. Somebody wanted to see you. Who's that?
That baby chunky. Little.
How's she doing?
Sarcos should be okay, but it's gonna be a while before she's 100%.
She's giving it before both of y'all 100%. She's about the girl.
She was so serious too.
Come on. Over here.
Wait, she's in the chamber?
Yeah.
Cal. Sweetie. Look who's here.
Oh, crap.
His eyes the same way.
Okay.
We will manage to find a balance, you and me. We will take care of Nick. Okay? I love you.
Oh! Not the fingers to the class.
She better not die.
That's a chunky baby.
So what's this?
Oh, it was here when I got in. It's from your father.
Uh-oh.
Was it taking?
Oh!
He left
Okay.
me now.
Read the note first.
Books, law books.
Absolutely. From his granddaddy.
Capricorn criminal codes. And these are my grandfather's law books.
Nice.
Your dad must have had these in storage all this time.
Nice.
The books that you snuck away in to get.
Sweet.
That's nice.
For that day when we all have the time.
Yeah.
I'm glad you stopped by. I have something for you. This was given to me by one of the colonists down on New Caprica, and I forgot about it, and Tori found it in a pile of old clothes.
Blood runs at midnight.
Don't let the title fool you. It's a pretty good mystery. I think you'll like it. And it's not alone. It's a gift.
Hey, you might be getting a little nookie on your anniversary now.
You don't think about the times much on New Caprica.
The
I
captain.
try to think about the good times. Yes, I do.
One in particular
Uh-oh.
stands out in my mind.
That kiss.
You were wearing a really bright red dress.
You know what you were doing.
Said you wanted to build a cabin.
Oh, baby,
It
I'm
was
sorry. I'm
Baltar's
tearing your shoulder up.
groundbreaking ceremony. I got a little silly that night.
You did? You was drinking.
We have certain responsibilities.
Yes, we do, sir. And, I will be back in a few days, and if you'd like, we can
What we gonna do?
talk more about that night.
We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's give him something to talk about.
Bill,
Come on.
the answer's yes.
What that is?
I absolutely would have built the cabin.
It's
Go
time.
ahead.
Oh,
Put it away, like you have after every anniversary. Promise me you won't take it out again.
Be easier to hate you. That would be a lie, Caroline. There's been enough of that through our lives.
wow. I was, wait.
We had something, didn't we?
Yeah, that's something. Y'all had
Yeah.
2 kids.
We had something.
Phantom sex. Oh, okay. All right. Don't be like Gaius in 6. You better go on and visit the president. She's staying for a day, the night, possibly. Round. Go on and knock on the door. Oh, you ain't gonna do it. Oh, okay. Cause I thought at first it was a filler
Yeah.
episode, but it was not a filler episode.
Kind of, sort of, but not really.
Kind of, sort of, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
Usually when you see filler episodes, you'd be like, not interested at all. But this one, because it was his backstory, well, more of his story with his relationship with his wife and how they went from good to bad quickly.
Yeah. The craziest part, we'll stick with Adama, was the conversation he had with Lee. And Lee was talking about how it was without him in the house, and that how her drinking got bad, and he didn't even know if she even loved Lee. I think he said, Adama, that was a conversation that was needed, and that was crazy. That was really crazy conversation.
I don't know if it was needed because he told him to stop.
Well, yeah, but you know,
he needed to get off his chest.
He needed to hear that they just didn't blame. Adama shouldn't take all the blame on it. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't the only one that had blame in that situation. Like, mom had some part to play in it too. You know, it wasn't just all you. No one just think you the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Well, that was like outside of the relationship, just as a parent. But when he started the conversation, he said, "Your mom provided a house for you," and then Lee was like, "Yeah, we had 4 walls, but it was no stability." That was a good conversation because that was something that probably would not have had happen if this. But it was also a reflection. He was listening to Chief and Callie as they were talking while they were getting ready. Death was near. Like, death was a possibility. And he was actually listening to him. And then, what's the other girl? I'm going to call her Celix.
Right.
What was it?
Celix.
She didn't have a choice but to listen because she was she was the third person there for that mission. But they were going in on each other before the leak or before the door shut. They were going through. And actually they woke up going through. Like, he was getting up and he was like, all right, we got to get ready and we got to do this. And Callie was like, I thought we were just going to spend the day with Nikki. And he was like, well, 2 people called in, so we need to go. So the mission was that he took Callie with him on this particular mission along with Celix. And as they were getting ready to go through what they were going through, to have to jump out to save their own lives into space, he really apologized. He said, I'm sorry, I was being selfish. I wanted you to be with me. And if I felt like crying, that would have been a moment where I would have cried. Because that got to me because he said, just like old times. And it's different when you're just kicking it. And now you're married, now you have responsibilities as husband and wife, and along with a child. So it was the pressure of all of that. But, and then Lee, he was like, how many of y'all can count? I keep hearing 47, 48, 49. He said, the only number that counts is 1. And if y'all not situated, if y'all not straight, and if y'all don't know what you're supposed to do and keep your priorities together, somebody gonna die. Gotta make sure that y'all have all that. Starbuck was like, she didn't do the slow clap, but you might as well because she was just sitting there laughing. You should have gave that speech to us like a week ago. So, and then it was just, the connection of what father and son, and then just family. It's always centered around family. But him having visions of his wife throughout the whole day, because that's the only day that he allows her to come into his consciousness. That's crazy. That he will allow that to happen. I think that was good. Because we thought he was a phantom sexing like Gaius and 6, but no. Thank God. Because I'd have been like, oh, you crazy? And he does memory stuff too. Like remembering everybody. He likes to remember everybody's names because who wants to be serving somebody and you don't even know who I am?
Right.
That ain't gonna happen. Like, you don't even know who I am. My name tag is like right here. You can't even take a minute and look up and see who it is that you're talking to.
And he paid attention to the conversation he had with Apollo, and he gave Apollo his father's law books. So that was a cool moment.
It was also a good, cool moment for him to tell Lee that he knew he was sneaking to his father's room and looking at the books. For him to admit that he knew that he had been doing it all along. So I thought that was pretty cool that he gave him the books. It was Encyclopedia Britannicas.
No, they were law books.
I mean, I'm just saying. That's what it looked like, the brown with the gold lettering and everything. But they were law books, yes. Yeah. All right, but that's it.
That's it. So let us know what you guys thought, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yes.
Love y'all.
Love you guys. Bye.